You see, currently we have no idea where the next Mass Effect game is going, but I have a theory that I hope becomes true, because it would tie everything together so perfectly. You see, what if the Catalyst and the Reapers, like we've been speaking about, were the good guys? What if they were truly trying to protect all organic life, as they were originally created to do? What if there was dark energy close to destroying life as we know it? And what if the Reaper cycle was ultimately building towards humanity choosing synthesis and combining with synthetics to become a new and all-powerful being that could solve this issue? And what if, as implied in the Mass Effect Next trailer, the actual decision Shepard chose was destruction, the red ending? In the trailer, we see multiple destroyed mass relays, and even a dead Reaper and derelict Reaper on an icy planet. So what if Shepard made a mistake and chose destruction, thus ruining the plan set forth by the Reapers to save us? This would open up the potential for a new game, where we slowly discovered that Shepard made this grave mistake, our hero, and that our biggest threat all along was this dark energy that was only alluded to in the second game briefly, a plot point that the Mass Effect team, we know for a fact, had originally intended to include. The game could open with us in a galaxy that has been rebuilt after the destruction of all synthetics. Some fringe groups would be outlawed from Alliance space because of work on new AI systems, and there would be multiple new races that have now had the time to develop after the Reapers' failed invasion. The main story could center around a new character, or Shepard Reborn, slowly uncovering this true threat in the galaxy and finding a way to stop it. This could even tie into Andromeda and the Scourge. You see, in Andromeda, there was a strange mythical substance that was taking over entire planets and killing them, called the Scourge, and we never really learn what that actually is. Could it be that the Scourge is really dark energy? Could it be Andromeda was a warning to all of us what the true villain of the series was? This would imply that dark energy was not only potentially dooming the Milky Way, but all galaxies and the entire universe with it. What if the next Mass Effect game told the story of the Milky Way being rebuilt, of new and fantastical stories and races to discover, and of the discovery that Shepard was wrong, that our hero was actually the biggest villain, and that we must now figure out how to stop the Scourge, the dark energy, from killing us all. This journey could take us to the edges of the Milky Way into dark space, where we could potentially find that ark that was lost in Andromeda and never found. It could lead us to finding still alive Reapers drifting derelict in dark space. And it could eventually lead us to finding a solution with the help of our sworn enemies to save not just the Milky Way this time, but the entire galaxy as we know it. Mass Effect is one of my most beloved franchises of all time, and it's easy to see why. The universe is so rich with intrigue and lore, and the characters we meet and moments we have with them will live on with us forever, as well as the many questions that this series leaves us with. I'm excited for the next Mass Effect, not because of next-gen graphics, better gameplay, or a new cast of characters, but because we finally get to dive into this amazingly deep and interesting world that has so many more stories to be told and conspiracies to be had.